12 years ago, it was 9 games in 17 days. It's 7-11, and it starts right now. Noah Cates and Connor McDavid, and we're underway on Scotiabank Wednesday Night Hockey.
That's going to be important tonight in this game for Edmonton, making sure they're managing the puck well.
Off the draw, taken by Savoie against Noah Cates. The Flyers are able to come up with it. Philadelphia record of 8-5-2 and a shot that Skinner didn't see. Glanced off the side of the net, taken by Travis Sanheim. The Oilers clear the rebound, and Mangiapane will bump it behind the Philadelphia defense. Flyers coming off a 3-2 overtime loss to Ottawa on Saturday. A drive by Wallman, and the home team has won the last 6 head-to-head between these two. Konechny off to Tippett. Defended by Draisaitl. Rips one off the post. He's got an explosive shot.
There's some great chances for both sides. Here's Owen Tippett. This is a guy that hasn't scored in 9 games. You know he's motivated.
That was a glorious feed from Konechny. And now Draisaitl, beautiful dish. Roslovic's in. One-timer save on Podkolzin. Pushing across. Dan Vladar on Edmonton's first shot comes up big. The other way, Owen Tippett. Gains the line, drops it off to Konechny. Trying to go back inside to Tippett. Fed along to Andre. His shot on net, a save. Skinner, rebound. Juleson. Nurse fires a rocket pass to Roslovic. He got negated by Couturier when Wallman fell down. The puck doesn't get out. Zegras moves it. Shot. Juleson tipped. Sprawling right past save Skinner. The puck available for just a moment and now covered. Makes me think of the real-life Rocky, who of course was from Jersey, not Philadelphia. The Bayonne bleeder, Chuck Wepner.
There you go.
One-timer by Bouchard, a save made by Dan Vladar. Wallman fired cross ice, picked off by Konechny. Breaks in, dishes off, open man. Dvorak shot denied by Skinner. Rebound out to Cam York. Slippery, elusive, down low to Michkov. Slow start this year, but he scored in back-to-back games. Zegras up top, a shot tipped at the feet of Skinner, jab free. Michkov tried to bank it in. McDavid is still in the hallway getting some skates attended to. So Frederick to Draisaitl. Roslovic net fronted and carried off him on net. Bouchard. Roslovic spins, shoots, and a save made.
This is an advantage for Edmonton. Roslovic, Draisaitl have been out there for a while with Bouchard. McDavid's fresh. It's almost like a little timeout and a break.
McDavid pulls the face-off free. Bouchard to McDavid, chipped it off the pads of Vladar. The shot clock, but Philly's able to kill it off. Noah Philp gains the line, 5-on-5. Centers off the pads, and then squeezed, and then...
Yeah, Wallman was in the middle of the ice there, looking maybe for a pass to the middle, and Frederick thought he was at the point.
McDavid centering, and a tip on net, and a save made by Vladar. Forrester, solid work. We've got a minute to play in this scoreless first period. Here's Matt Savoie gaining the line to McDavid. Again goes nameplate. Save made. Rebound fed along. One-timer ripped home. Evan Bouchard makes it 1-0 Edmonton. His third of the year set up by McDavid.
The Flyers back in the zone. Watch this. Quick up right here by Bouchard. And Savoie gains the line. Look how far back Sanheim has to be with McDavid. Savoie goes to McDavid. He tries the bank shot, but then it's puck recovery once again. The speed around the world is McDavid, and he finds Bouchard for the one-timer. I mean, he was in deep to let this one go. Gets all of it, picks the far side on Vladar. It was going to take a bit to get the legs going. Once they have, though, they've controlled the play.
Frederick to Philp, a wrister at the horn, blockered away, and Edmonton will take a 1-0 lead into the dressing room.
Done for our country.
Gene, with the holidays just around the corner, I want that leather. I want like a replica of that leather jacket. That was elite, by the way, that Marty was wearing. I love that jacket. Carved it free for McDavid. Wide open Bouchard. Showed shot and let one fly. Double to redirection. Bouchard able to knock it down. Flyers without a stick. A drive. Ekholm, a save made. Dan Vladar. Then without a stick, Bobby Brink goes into a slide tackle and was able to kick it back to center. That one was for you, Gene. Here's Bouchard. Looking left side, out of the range of Ekholm. Trapped by Sanheim. Sent off the boards. Bouncing puck corralled by McDavid. Nudged on to Savoie, and now Bouchard streaking, centering, tipped. Vladar couldn't hold it, cleared by the Flyers. And a little bit of ragged play here as Konechny turns it back over. Mangiapane takes advantage. And the Flyers in desperate straits right now. Drive by Nurse and a save made. Chicago. You know it's a long road trip when you start and end in the same city. Here's Isaac Howard.
Full circle.
Gaining the line. A shot whistled into the waiting glove of Dan Vladar. He might have gotten tired to score.
Yeah, there you go. Might have had some off nights. Hard to believe.
Draisaitl fed it along. Nurse a shot off the rush, and that ticked off the glove of goaltender Vladar. Bringing it up ice, Dvorak. Cleared by Wallman, back through center, Podkolzin. On to Draisaitl. Spins, dishes off. Open is Roslovic. Loading up, no shot. Poised as can be, Roslovic takes another look. And a third look. One-timer ripped on net to save Vladar against Jake Wallmans.
And getting out of the structure.
Might be time to start generating a chance or two. Here's McDavid to Bouchard, a wrist shot, blockered away. Banked off the wall. Good finishing check by Hathaway on Emerson. Here's Frederick the other way for Edmonton. His shot was smothered. Rebound in front. And unable to finish in close quarters was Isaac Howard. Tried to tuck it ahead for Philp. That was broken up. Philp will change. Lead pass Juleson on to Zegras. Andrea's shot. That's the first of the period for the Flyers. And keep it down low. 9 minutes to go in this rapidly expiring second period. Quick dish. Emerson a shot and a stick save made by Vladar. Rebound Kulak. Crowd antsy. Roslovic. Round the world. Surveying. Dishing. One-timer ripped right into the chest of goaltender Dan Vladar against Darnell Nurse.
But he is smooth. He's a smooth character with that puck on his stick. And you know, he practices it. In warm-up, he goes up and down. He doesn't look at the puck. He's looking around to see where he can go with that puck as this is handled. And a little buzz the tower here as the fourth line of the Flyers. And I think it was the fourth line of the Flyers, actually, Jack.
Golson, Philp, Bouchard, and Ekholm on for the kill. Konechny races in. Quick dish back to the point. Handled by York. Settled and returned to York by Michkov. Loads up and fires and scores. Tie game. Michkov had 1 goal in his first 13 games. He's now got goals in 3 straight, and that's the equalizer.
But once he takes the middle of the ice, you're going to see him kind of move here wide, wait for his opportunity. Once he comes back up high and receives this pass back from York, he's now in a better shooting position. He turns, he looks, and there's no hesitation to get this puck to the net. Pick your spot. Tippett is there. Konechny's there. There's also a screen out in front. That little move.
And you guys went toe-to-toe, correct?
Yeah. Don't remind me.
Face-off win.
With so many lefts,
you know what? We might have a high stick off this draw.
Yep.
Did Cates get McDavid with a high stick?
100%.
Forrester, 25 seconds on the power play. Drysdale. Zegras, brief bobble. Put Colson and Nurse on him. Quick snap in front. And Skinner able to make the save. The rebound whacked wide.
By Drysdale. Nice little shot. Deflects off the crossbar, as you mentioned. Sharp.
Broke it up to Tippett. Tried to get around Janmark. 30 seconds to go on a 1-1 tie. Tippett. Up top. Shot. Score! Konechny the tip in the slot. 2-1 Philadelphia. 23 seconds left.
It's on the entry into the zone. Yeah, he's offside.
He's offside.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a real short one. They've already decided.
Right.
Wow. Wow.
After review, it was determined that the play was offside. We have no goal.
And they didn't elect to challenge here.
Guarantee yourselves a point, right? East versus West.
Right.
You don't care if the other one gets the extra.
Louis, unofficially, it seems like he wins 9 out of 10 of these. First possession about to be decided. Couturier making sure Sanheim's positioned right, but Draisaitl just bulldozed him. Won the face-off. Bouchard. Wallman had it well defended. Flyers canceled out. Turned over. Roslovic up to Savoie for the win. Back to Roslovic. He scores! And Edmonton prevails 2-1 in overtime.
Be decided. separate, and threads this one right across. I mean, that is really close, and he had to drag that leg. Back-to-back overtime winners for Jack Roslovic.